On the field here at Huntington Bank Field after the Browns' walk-off win over the Los Angeles Rams 19-17. Andre Smith doing the honors with the field goal as time expired. And what more could you want from a preseason finale as the Browns finished 3-0? We really did get to see a little bit of everything today, especially as far as the quarterbacks are concerned. Joe Flacco started it off with that first-team offense. First drive, they go 3 and out. The one incompletion on Flacco's stat sheet today was a drop by Jerry Jeudy on second down. Otherwise, he was 9 of 10, 71 yards. Second drive was brilliant, 7 plays, 44 yards, and a touchdown to Harold Fannin Jr. from 15 yards out to cap it all off and get the Browns on the board. It was about everything you wanted to see from the offense. They came back out for one more drive. I think it was like 5 plays, and they punted. But listen, if you're at least intrigued by what this thing can look like with Joe Flacco back under center, they gave you a tease and a taste of it today. It was a job well done. I think Kevin Stefanski sort of saw that group, check the boxes he wanted, and I think there's reason to be at least optimistic about that unit going into Week 1, despite some of the deficiencies and discrepancies they might have on down the depth chart of certain skill position groups. But after that, it was Dillon Gabriel's show, and he was great today, undeniably. Picked up where he left off from Philly, just without the turnovers. You kind of saw in real time that he had learned from his mistakes. There was a play where he got flushed out to his left and threw the ball away this time. So that was good to see him kind of learning as he goes. And frankly, 12 of 19, 128 yards and a touchdown, led a couple scoring drives. You saw the reasons why the Browns clearly liked him. You saw the reasons why the Browns clearly wanted him to be their pick in the 3rd round and the guy that they sort of invested a higher draft pick in. And I think that was on full display today. It was good to see, and I think you feel pretty good about that backup quarterback position moving into cut-down day on Tuesday. And then Shedeur Sanders took over, and it was not Shedeur's day, unfortunately. Sacked 5 times, only completed a couple passes. He was under duress quite a bit throughout his time out on the field. He was playing with the threes, the third-team offensive line and all that, so there's some context there. But I think you saw today that Shedeur still has some room to grow, and that's okay. He's a rookie. I think that goes for both these rookies. Just like how last week we talked about Dillon Gabriel's, still sort of learning some things and having room for growth. I think the same thing applies to Shedeur Sanders. It's not always smooth sailing for a rookie, especially when taken in day 2 and 3. And I think Andrew Berry actually talked about the idea that he's kind of learning a new language here in the NFL from a college offense to an NFL one. Give it time. It's going to be okay. But I think in general, we can all feel pretty good about this Browns quarterback room going into the regular season, where it sounds like they're going to keep all 4. We'll talk about that some more on an episode of the Locked On Browns podcast coming your way here post-game as soon as possible. Stay tuned.